Every single day, millions of Americans stand in front of their mirrors, toothbrush in one hand, toothpaste in the other, ready to start their day. But have you ever stopped to wonder why we all religiously follow this ritual? And no, people didn't start using toothpaste because of cavities, as everyone might have told you. Actually, it has something to do with something as simple as the taste. This is the story of how a single mad stroke of marketing genius tricked most of America to buy into the idea of daily use of toothpaste, turning it from a useless product into a daily necessity. Before him, only 7% of Americans used toothpaste, but after he was done with his genius plan, 65% of all Americans used toothpaste. The man who has been credited with popularizing toothbrushing is a man called Claude Hopkins, an American advertiser far ahead of his time. Partially because of him, the global toothpaste market size reached $20 billion in 2022 and is expected to continue to grow. Claude C. Hopkins was born in Hillsdale on April 24, 1866, received his education at Ludington, and later attended a commercial school in Grand Rapids. One day in the beginning of the 1900s, Claude Hopkins was presented with an opportunity that would later become a turning point in consumer habits across America and actually in the world. His friend had invented a minty toothpaste called Pepsodent. The friend promised this product would become absolutely huge, and Hopkins was asked to promote the product and create an ad campaign for it. Now, Hopkins was already somewhat of a legend in advertising, known for transforming mundane products into must-haves. He had sold soap or Palmolive to millions of women by claiming Cleopatra used it, and turned everyday items like Quaker oats and Goodyear tires into staples of American household items. His successes had not only changed the marketplace, they made him incredibly wealthy. Yet when it came to Pepsodent, Hopkins was initially hesitant. America was in the midst of a dental crisis, with sugary foods leading to widespread tooth decay. Despite this, toothpaste sales were just awful. Most Americans didn't bother with their teeth. The idea of selling toothpaste seemed like a gamble destined to fail. But Hopkins' friend was persistent, appealing to the ad man's ego until Hopkins agreed to take on the project. In exchange for stock options, it was a decision that would pay off beyond his wildest dreams. From a mere 7% use to an astounding 65%, Hopkins revolutionized the dental hygiene in America, proving the power of a good marketing strategy and the profound understanding of human psychology can turn most products into a success. By 1930, Pepsodent was an international sensation, sold in both Brazil, Germany, South Africa, and China, basically anywhere Hopkins could buy ads. Now you might be wondering, well, how did he do it then? How did he convince most of America to use toothpaste? Well, Claude Hopkins had a knack for making ordinary routines irresistible. His secret? A deep understanding of the habits that shape our daily lives. He didn't just sell Pepsodent, he sold the refreshing, tingly feeling it left behind, a clever trick that turned brushing teeth into a nationwide trend. In the bustling 1900s, Hopkins launched an ad that was impossible to ignore. "Just run your tongue across your teeth," it urged. "You'll feel this film." This simple instruction acted as a cue, a signal that promoted the routine of brushing. But what truly set Pepsodent apart was the reward, a minty burst that left mouths feeling clean and fresh. This reward was key. Other toothpaste brands had already claimed for years to scrub away this same film, but Pepsodent was the first to leave that tinkling sensation that people began to crave. And it was this craving, much like Julio the monkey's yearning for juice after pushing a lever in an MIT experiment, that powered the habit loop. Hopkins had accidentally stumbled upon the same principle that neuroscientist Wolfram Schultz would later uncover. Rewards that satisfy our cravings can lock in habits, making them automatic behaviors we do on autopilot. The Pepsodent campaign was so effective that other toothpaste brands quickly followed suit, adding their own tingling ingredients. The craving for that fresh, minty sensation became a cornerstone of dental hygiene habits, transforming the landscape of oral care. Hopkins harnessed the essence of habit formation to drive Pepsodent to success. He found a cue, the film on teeth that was consistent and universal. He then advertised a routine, brushing with Pepsodent, that was simple and promised a clear reward, wide smile, and the film was removed. But what made it stand out was the craving for that minty taste that nearly all toothpaste has in them today. This combination was powerful enough to embed Pepsodent into the daily lives of millions, proving that even the most mundane tasks can become ingrained habits when linked with a satisfying reward and a craving. The brilliance of the Pepsodent campaign wasn't just in the clever ads or the quality of the toothpaste. It was how it tapped into the fundamental science of habits and the human psyche, turning a chore into a craving and ultimately into a ritual that spread across America like wildfire. Claude Hopkins' Pepsodent campaign capitalized on the fundamental aspect of the human psychology, the habit loop. Similar to Julio the monkey's craving for juice in Wolfram Schultz's experiment, where rewards that satisfied cravings can establish habits. Hopkins created a craving for the minty sensation Pepsodent provided. The campaign's success lay in identifying a consistent cue, the film on teeth, promoting a simple routine, brushing with Pepsodent, offering a tangible reward, the minty tingling sensation, with also removing the film. This habit loop, cue, routine, reward, also demonstrated in Schultz's study, is evident in Hopkins' marketing strategy, turning toothbrushing from a chore into a craved ritual, effectively ingraining it into American daily life. And that's how Claude Hopkins tricked millions of Americans into using toothpaste. Now, understanding our habits is crucial. They shape our actions unconsciously and steering our daily lives. Awareness helps us control these patterns, fostering positive behaviors and removing negative ones. So remember, recognize and change your habits so you can change your future. Now, if you like this video, I'm sure you're gonna like this one.